The African National Congress Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula has come to the defense of the Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, stating that the embattled minister remains an active leader within the party despite being placed on special leave by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Mbalula revealed on Tuesday that Mchunu was absent from the ANC's National Working Committee NWC meeting held on Monday, citing his special leave as the reason. However, Mbalula made clear that the leave only applies to Mchunu's role in the National Cabinet, not his responsibilities within the African National Congress, and said he did not attend the NWC meeting and said his absence was because of his special leave he is under. But I told him that the leave does not apply to his responsibilities at Luthuli House. He remains a member of the NEC and the NWC. There's no curtailment of his ANC duties. Mchunu is currently under the intense public scrutiny following serious allegations made by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Ndlela Mkhwanazi. The commissioner claimed that Mchunu had interfered with high-level investigations, including those involving political assassinations and organized crime. Despite the gravity of the claims, Mchunu has not yet been summoned before the ANC's Integrity Commission, which Mbalula said will happen in due course, and said there have been no interactions between Comrade Senzo Mchunu and Integrity Commission. Such an interaction will happen. Once the commission engages with him, it will present its findings to the NEC, which will then deliberate. Mbalula also stressed that Mchunu remains an active member of parliament and will continue performing his duties in the National Assembly despite being on leave from his ministerial post, and said ministers are also members of parliament. He will continue executing his parliamentary duties, indicating that Mchunu's legislative role remains unaffected by the executive decision. Defending President Cyril Ramaphosa's decision to place Mchunu on special leave and to establish a judicial commission of inquiry into the allegations, Mbalula said it was necessary and appropriate response to a sensitive matter, and said that the president responded appropriately. The commission has the power to take decisions based on its findings. Only a credible and competent process can handle these matters. We cannot preempt the outcome or pass premature judgment. Mbalula insisted that the allegations brought forward by Mkhwanazi, whom he praised for his courage, have not damaged the African National Congress's internal view of the police commissioner, and said, "We have no issue with Mkhwanazi. He's a police officer who has bravely raised important concerns. The African National Congress supports the establishment of commission to get the bottom of these issues," adding that the police have confirmed increased security around Mkhwanazi. Responding to criticism that Ramaphosa's presidency has seen an over-reliance on commissions of inquiry, Mbalula said such mechanisms remain essential, and said that this will not be the last commission. They are driven by substance and real conditions on the ground. Those who criticize them offer no alternatives. Mbalula concluded by urging South Africans to support the judicial inquiry, saying it will bolster the country's law enforcement institutions and provide clarity on the issues raised, and said this commission will strengthen our understanding of the security threats facing our nation. We must not allow the process to unfold and be guided by principle, not emotion or political agendas. The African National Congress continues to walk a tightrope between party loyalty and public accountability as pressure mounts on Mchunu. With the spotlight firmly on the outcomes of the upcoming inquiry, the political fallout could reshape the landscape in the months ahead. Meanwhile, the Umkhonto we Sizwe Party has called for immediate dismissal of Police Minister Senzo Mchunu. The former president, Jacob Zuma-led party made these utterances in opposition to the announcement by President Cyril Ramaphosa to place Mchunu on special leave and the appointment of Professor Feroz Kachelia as acting Minister of Police, calling for an immediate reversal of the announcement. The Umkhonto we Sizwe Party Police Portfolio Committee leader, David Skosana, said the country could not afford a situation where two ministers effectively occupy the same portfolio. He described the decision by Ramaphosa as creating confusion and constitutional uncertainty. He said with the special leave, Mchunu remains a member of parliament and part of the cabinet. all while Professor Feroz Kachela has been appointed to act in his portfolio and said, remember when you are suspended, you are still a minister, but an outsider has been appointed to act in his portfolio. This is presenting an unprecedented conflict of interest. It may result in two ministers occupying the same portfolio simultaneously, one in parliament and one in the cabinet. Skosana said this arrangement allows Mchunu to continue participating in parliamentary portfolio committees. These include on matters directly related to his suspended role, while someone else performs the duties of minister. He drew a comparison to a previous incident involving former Road Accident Fund CEO Collins Letsoalo. Skosana said Letsoalo was facing suspension, but when this was questioned, the suspension was changed in 24 hours. He believes as the Umkhonto weSizwe Party is raising questions now, Ramaphosa will act, and said Minister Mchunu indeed lied to Parliament. He said something else on our portfolio committee on the 5th of March, but then he changed the tune, which means he misled Parliament. He has lied to Parliament, hence we have laid charges of perjury because he lied under oath. He also criticized Ramaphosa's decision, calling it unconstitutional and unsustainable, and said this arrangement is unheard of in South African constitutional history and it directly violates the principle of cabinet accountability, Section 92, also the executive coherence of Section 91. Such a setup is not only impractical, but it is also illegal. It is unsustainable and the right for a constitutional challenge. He described the move as unlawful, irrational, and contrary to the spirit of the Constitution. He said the party demands the reinstatement of the political killings tasked him. It must urgently address the ongoing wave of politically motivated violence and restore public trust in the criminal justice system. The Umkhonto weSizwe Party is also calling on President Ramaphosa to step down. The party stated that he has failed to address the crisis facing the country. Addressing the media on Tuesday, MK Party Deputy President John Tlhophe said Ramaphosa's failure to swiftly deal with allegations raised by KZN Police Commissioner Lieutenant Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi proves his weakness, and said for the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, the starting point is to ask the president why he should not resign as head of state and call for an early election. The crisis runs far deeper and cannot be solved by a commission of inquiry. We are dealing here with a president who has proven to be the weakest of all presidents since our democratic breakthrough in 1994. Tlhophe said the way forward proposed by Ramaphosa in dealing with the crisis of the magnitude is simply to buy time through a commission. He pointed out that Umkhonto weSizwe Party's objections to the establishment of the commission is on the basis that this latest commission promises to be just another long and costly judicial commission of inquiry whose recommendations will, at best, be selectively implemented or completely unheeded at worst. He said there was no provision in the Constitution for a special leave in respect, and said what we know as the MK Party said the president appoints and dismisses members of the cabinet in terms of Section 91(2) of the Constitution. Of course, it takes a brave president like Zuma to exercise the constitutional prerogative, something a weak president such as Ramaphosa, who has his own skeletons in Phala closet, will never do. He said this president thinks he can, with absolute impunity, violate his own oath of office and act outside of the parameters of the Constitution and the law. We unapologetically reject that. It won't happen in our watch as the MK. What makes this constitutional delinquency even worse is the fact that we are told that Ramaphosa is a qualified lawyer. We are beginning to doubt the authenticity of his legal qualification, because even the most junior lawyer in South Africa knows that the Constitution is the supreme law of the Republic. All conduct that is inconsistent with the Constitution is invalid. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.